Welcome back to Weird Gun Game here in Roblox. Currently, submissions are closed for the time being, and the ones that I have may be a little bit out of date because these were given to me a little while ago. Damage has changed, nerfs and buffs and whatever have been happening, and new items have been added. So things change, but I'm getting pretty close to finishing out this list, so submissions will be open sometime soon. I'll let you know. I am going to be taking your gun builds that you guys have submitted to me. I'm gonna build them, get some kills with them, and then judge them on a scale of 1 to 10. The numbers are arbitrary, but a 7 means that it is roughly solid gun. I have two builds of my own, and I'm not going to show them to you, but you can look at them here on the left and on the right. And these two builds are ones that I'm currently working on for myself, and maybe I'll show them off to you in a future video. But if you want to take a guess at what this one here is on the right, put that in the comment down below. Top comment will get a pin and a heart. Let's get into it. So our first build is from, oh, I'm gonna mispronounce your name, but it's Cadug Heller 316. Nice build for starter players. They are using a water pipe barrel, the red dot sight, AK core, AK magazine, M16 grip, M16 stock. It is really good to deal damage at any distance, and I think it has a good recoil, but IDK, I use a controller, not a mouse and keyboard. Well, you know what? Just for this, I'm gonna plug in the trusty dusty old Xbox controller, and guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna kill some fools with an AK on a controller. Okay, well, because I am on controller, and I think that I don't think there's any aim assist in this game. Could be wrong. Yeah, I'm not really, oh, well, that's rough. Also, I believe there was a mobile update to this game, so for those of you who play on mobile, you will get a chance to play the game as well. All right, I did a few kills with the controller just for you guys. All right, let's go back to mouse and key on here. Oh, geez, Mal. Gosh, the sense is so high. Okay. Oh, geez. Yeah, this is an okay starter build. Like you said, it's a pretty decent starter build for newer players. It's pretty cheap. I don't actually have prices anymore because I've bought everything. So I couldn't tell you what the prices are, or else I would list them. Pretty solid build though. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. The recoil can be a little bit finicky there, but as a starter build, it's fine. Okay. The next build is from Scarred Soldier 1917. The core is the automat. The barrel is the Carcano. I could probably have put this on there a little bit. Stock is the automat. The grip is the automat. And the sights are the Type 99 or the automat. The magazine says the 42 round one or M16. So let's give it a shot here. I do love me a good automat build. Now I will say this, I believe, oh, I hate these sights already. I'm a big fan of the off-center sights. I will say this, the automat has gotten a bit of I think it's got a little bit of a nerf or something since, yeah, I can't use that. So we're gonna go M16 here. I think it's maybe gotten a little bit of a nerf since the update. I'm not exactly sure though. It has been changed into a battle rifle. So I'm not a big fan of iron sights at all. I don't really like the iron sights on the M16 either. Having, oh geez. having the red dot on is always my preferred choice because it's just so clean. So I'm actually going to do that instead just to give this gun a fighting chance, because otherwise I think that the irons are not great at all and make this gun worse. I don't need a whole game for this one to know. The recoil on this is a little rough. I love the automat because I think that it just does a lot of damage and it's just a sweetheart gun for me. It really is. But the biggest issue with it is the rate of fire. It does a lot of damage, and if you hit every one of your shots, 100% accuracy, awesome, especially if you're hitting headshots. However, anything that has double this or triple this, which is very easy to do in this game, is going to outshoot you every time. I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. The next build is from @Arlicio. They gave me the Arctic Warfare grip, barrel, and stock, the Remington 700 core, the Auto 5 magazine, and a red dot sight. I do not have high hopes, so let's see. If we shoot here, oof. I'll be honest, if I even get one kill with this, I'll be surprised. Here we go. Okay, no, I don't even need a half a game. That's a no from me, dog. I wasn't even able to kill a target dummy from close range. Heck, this does a nice 69 damage and then 60. Unless you're hitting headshots, you are not killing in one hit with this. That's a no thank you from me. Okay, the next build is from @TopHat-Newbie-Y6T. The core is the Chris Vector. The barrel is the Hecate 2 or Arctic Warfare. It depends if you want damage or fire rate. I'm just reading these comments verbatim. Grip, Hecate 2, magazine, Negev. Stock is the Remington 870 MCS. So we have 2 grips here. And sight, it can be what you want, but I use Remington 700 scope. I hope trolling, and I hope that this is better than it seems like it's gonna be. Here we go. Oh Lord. Bro, if you really want to see him die, this is the scope to use. Jeez. The contender for loudest gun in the game, I think, goes to this one. I will say this, you take the scope off of it, it's not terrible. Could definitely shoot a lot faster. I'm giving this like a 6 though, because it could be a lot better. Okay, this next one is from @LoafMe. Core is the Vector, the ammo is the Negev, the barrel is the 1917 Browning, the stock is the STG-44, and the sight is any. Now, they didn't give me a grip, but I put on the PPSH to boost the fire rate even up higher, and now we are at 1527. So I feel like this is a more appropriate fire rate for this gun. All right, so I kind of already know how good this is going to be. This thing shoots incredibly flat, and you saw me outshoot that sniper. Once again, like I said, unless they hit that shot with the sniper rifle, speed outdoes damage, and snipers can one-shot, so that's a thing. But anyway, this is a 7, and the reason it's a 7 is the 16-second reload speed, which is incredibly slow, and also the movement speed is super slow. The only way you can make the movement speed even slower is if you were to put this daggone thing on it. You want to see how fast you move? This is how fast you would move if that were the case. However, your gun would never move. My mouse is off of the mouse pad right now. There's no recoil. So that's the only way you would make that even flatter or even slower. Okay, the next one is from hilariously named, awesome username by the way, Vladimir Gluten, the 1917 barrel, the AUG magazine, the Type 99 core, which I think is unique. No one uses this. The FAMAS stock and any site, they use the AUG. I didn't get a grip, so I'm going to keep the PPSH on there, and it's going to give us 1,000 RPM. I actually am torn on this one because I actually really like it. It's very flat shooting, it shoots pretty quickly, and the damage is okay, but the rate of fire is really good. Problem is the magazine only has 42 shots, and the other problem is that the movement's relatively slow. I spent a long time trying to find people to shoot at, and that was the biggest issue for me. I love LMGs. I'm a big sucker for LMGs, and that's gonna boost the point up by 1 because of that, at least for right now, especially in, like, it's a proper LMG. It's not an AR pretending to be an LMG, because this core is firmly in the LMG category. So I'm gonna give this like a 7. So this is from at Vire D8 time. I might have said that one completely wrong, but they have submitted the 1819 Carcano core, the Hecate 2 barrel, the Circuit Judge grip, the Arctic Warfare magazine, the Taco stock, and the Remington 700 scope. Now, I can already tell you how this is going to go because it only does 96 damage, and this may have done 100 damage when you submitted this, so I'm not going to hold this against you too harshly because things change. And things change from submission, sometimes from submission to, to, you know, till I get to do it. I needed to hit that headshot, but I already can tell you from experience that this is not going to be very good because of that lack of one shot. If I'm sniping, I really want that one shot potential, especially in a game where there are so many guns with one shots. So many sniper rifles that can one shot. Now if I hit people in the head, it doesn't matter, does it? But just like that. However, that's not what I'm going to be doing all the time. Ow. So if we want to go for sneaky shots like that, we're gonna have to play our corners. I miss? How's that missing? That's not even hitting him. How's this missing? How is that missing? Okay, no, this is not, that's a no. I tried to make it work, it just wasn't working. There's some things that I actually do kind of like about it, but the lack of that one shot here at the body really hurts this. Typically, if it one shots to the body and the fire rate's decent, I give it a 10 out of 10. This does not one shot, so it's less than a 10. but I will say the fire rate's not terrible for this. It feels pretty good to actually use, except for that one area where I wasn't even getting a body shot on the dude's body, but I'm giving this like, I don't know, 8 out of 10. It's fairly, I mean, it's not bad, but I would almost bet there are ways that you can make this better. And in fact, let's go ahead and see if I can't do that. There we go. I added the intervention to it, the intervention magazine to it, and it increased the damage, I believe, up to 100 flat. This will one-shot now. Fire rate took a little bit of a hit, but it will one-shot to the body. Now, this is what I'm talking about. To end out the video, we are going to look at one from @lognose-r. The core is the Hell Trooper, the barrel is the Scar L, the grip is the Hell Trooper, the stock is the Chief. We're gonna pull this in a little bit. The mag is the STG, and then a red dot sight. So this should be interesting. Now this is something different. I've not seen people use the Hell Trooper before, and maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe it's just too expensive for a lot of people who don't have things. Oh my goodness, the recoil. Hold on, I'm gonna look at the wall here. I've got my mouse off the desk. There's your recoil. It's not movement. Not movement? It doesn't move at all. Okay, this is actually a really good build. I actually like this one a lot. I was gonna say I would nitpick the 30 round magazine, but quite honestly, it's not even something that I noticed. The reload's really fast, so that's nice. And the damage is pretty decent. Recoil, next to non-existent, honestly. And the fire rate is solid enough. It's not great. It's like, it could be faster, I guess, but while playing, I didn't really feel like I was getting completely outshot by people, because it's kind of sitting in an area where, I don't know, it felt just right for that game anyway. Maybe it would let me down in a different game or a different round or whatever, but honestly, felt really good. This was like a 9 out of 10 build. And just as a reminder, we do have some new stuff in the weird shop as well. We have the light gun, we have the monitor, the gaming PC, that kind of thing. I was told that the monitor does some weird stuff with the sights, so I'm going to actually go through and add it to the gun to let you guys see it. So I've already seen it, I know what it looks like, but we're going to add it to the gun. I'm going to show it to you. So this is the gaming monitor. There's a reticle in the middle.
Target appears to be skill issued. I repeat, target appears to be skill issued. No backup needed. So it is lots of memes here. Okay, so just to take a look at it, we've got a CSGO, I think, AK, webcam. We have, there's a target reticle in the middle of the screen, which I'm not actually a big fan of that reticle, but I get what it means. I get what they're doing. We have some Discord notifications in the top left of people who are talking. So we have, let's see, who do we have? Oni-chan, Mr. Bombastic, and Kim Jong Fart. And then in the top right, we have the guy from the World of Warcraft South Park episode, which is both hilarious and, I guess, true. True and real. True and real and real and true. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you can guess what either of these two guns are in terms of their builds, you'll get a heart and a pinned comment. I will see you guys next time. I've been BubbaTV24, and I am signing out.